So here we are again, and if it's not obvious, I've made some progress since the last video. I have a long series of shots that need to be edited of most of the construction of this. This is a couple feet of one main wire, several more feet of wires attached to each of those 25 LEDs, soldered on at each of the connections there, and then soldered on again to the main outer ring. There's two of these rings. There's one on top here. These are all the negative leads. One on the bottom for all the positive leads. I've also, today I received my tinting, my oh so important tinting. It's not as shiny as I hoped. I mean, it's kind of chromy, but it really is more so just plain tinting. As slight disappointment. I'll have to try to find some better tinting for next time. But given the right circumstances, it reflects decently enough. You can see the light on the ceiling there. So this is pretty much just a testing video. I have up on the side here two C-cell or D-cell? Yeah, two D-cell batteries here. I mainly stepped up from the 2 AA, so I'm still getting 3.2 volts, but I'm getting a little more watt hours. I'm not actually sure what the exact watt hours on these are, but it's not listed. I'll have to look it up. So you can connect these leads easily enough and see that we have light. 25 LEDs, all lit. The camera makes them look a little bluish, but they are, trust me, they're as green as, I don't know, this twist tie. Not that you know how green the twist tie is. And it works. I'm going to turn off the light. I'm going to grab the glass, or the plexiglass. Actually, I'm going to turn the light off over here as well. If we take this, place it on top, I've created a hole into the depths of God knows where. And a couple things. This piece of plastic here is acting as basically an insulator to keep the two positive and negative leads from shorting out each other. It seems as if the side of the glass that has the tint on it works better facing towards the LEDs. And then how deep it looks kind of has some dependency on the spacing. Obviously, if you bring them farther apart, you get a bigger space, you get a deeper hole, but if you do it to such an extreme, you really kind of lose the effect. And then, of course, shorting out. And of course, changing the angle does that arcing I was talking about. I'm just going to pick up the camera here and try to get a more head-on sort of look to it. So if you're standing over it and you change the angle, it aims off to one side. And then you can even, if you have it angled, you can even kind of look down around the bend, which is kind of really neat effect to it. I'm not sure how extreme you can get. It definitely does look like a tokamak or something, like a torus fusion reactor or something. Of course, they're more kind of elliptical. They're not really circles. Of course, there's a small gap here. I feel like there should be another LED here. That's mainly because it's not, like squished together. They're not all evenly spaced. They're not all aimed optimally. There's two that are really close together. You can kind of see the camera in there, or the phone, I should say. There's my wonderful Nexus. And of course you can see the dust really well. You can almost count the layers, actually. I think I was finding that there were like 10 or so. It's weird. You transition from mirror to... Of course, we kind of lose the effect entirely. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with this right now. It's proof of concept. It works, at least with LEDs. The EL wire will be something else entirely. Imagine after I turn this off, I'll go ahead and actually just turn off the LEDs and then put some EL wire in here and see what the effect looks like. I kind of wish everything were cleaner. And this tinting was a hell of a thing to have to do. It's kind of hard to notice, but near the edge there I really messed up. But I did a lot better than I expected for my first try at tinting a piece of plexiglass. There's no bubbles or anything in here, just those wrinkles up near the top of it. But I know how they got there, so hopefully that I won't make that mistake twice. Yeah, proof of concept. The LEDs, I've been kind of playing with this for maybe like half an hour now, and the LEDs are still going strong, so maybe 2 D cells is all I really need. I won't be leaving this on for hours on end. It'll be like, oh, check out this neat little thing, turn it on, and turn it off. Of course, this housing, which also came from yet another toy, it's a bit bulky to hang on a wall or something like that. And of course there's a frame here behind all this. You can kind of see it peeking out there, made out of connects. My typical thing, my go-to jerry rigging is typically always connects. The mounting for the camera I've been using is made out of connects. Let me turn the light on there. This thing that I've been sliding the camera into. And some of my recording today I did with this. I made a rail setup, and then I have a motor here and a string, and I had this little case for the camera to put in, and this would roll slowly across here. I think I have a couple like 10 or 20 minute videos, and it only traveled a couple feet, so I'm hoping that'll make some really, really nice time-lapse effects. And once I get pretty much all the raw footage I want for this project, I'll get a hold of a decent video editor, since the likes of Windows Movie Maker are not for such a project. I used to have a Photoshop suite, and now I don't, which is a bummer. CS4, I think. Not sure how I lost it. But yeah, I'm coming up on 9 minutes here, almost 10 minutes. So I'm just going to put the camera down and consider that a successful sneak preview of everything. Though when I was making, one quick aside, when I was making this, ocular ring thing, it dawned on me that instead of just leaving this kind of like a proof of concept sort of thing, where you can see all the guts, if I had the time and the materials, I'd be really tempted to make this a Stargate. The kind of spacing on this is almost just right as it is, but this strip around the edge. It wouldn't be that hard. Pull up some images of it, and then, I don't know, spray paint some cardboard or something. But yeah, so 9.5 minutes on the video here, and I'm gonna, once again, thank you for your time. Sorry for no actual production or music videos yet, but I'll get to it. Thank you again.